To call this meeting of the Clovis School Board to order. Ms. Wilkerson, can we have a roll call, please?
Yes, sir. Right. President Cordova. Vice President Hamilton.
Here.
Secretary Martin.
Here.
Member Osborne.
Here.
Member Egbert.
Here.
We have a quorum. Would you guys all please stand for the pledge and salute led by Mrs. Egbert?
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I salute the flag of the state of New Mexico, the symbol of perfect friendship among the happy cultures.
Okay. Looks like, first of all, we need a motion to approve the agenda, unless there's any questions about it.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Okay. That's a motion by Mrs. Egbert and a second by Mrs. Osborne. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Motion carries. Next, I need a motion to approve the minutes from our meeting on 9/23.
I'll move to approve the 9/23/25 board meeting minutes.
Second.
That's a motion by Mrs. Osborne and a second by Mr. Martin. All in favor? Aye. Okay, motion carries. And next we have our consent agenda. Any questions with the consent agenda?
No, I make a motion to approve them all as one.
Second.
That's a motion by Mrs. Egbert and a second by Mr. Martin. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, Mrs. Russ, we're down to you.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. I'd like to start by inviting Ms. Williams. We're very glad to see you. Given all that's going on out in the world.
I have no idea. So good evening, Vice President Hamilton, Superintendent Russ, board. I honestly don't know half the stuff that's going on. Yesterday was my first day back, so I've been out of the loop for 28 days. So I do know with the government shutdown, we had to reschedule TUDOs. We don't have a date because we don't know when the government's going to open back up. We did have to cancel a bunch of field trips. So those will all get rescheduled as well. And then I did have a bunch of requests in my inbox from other teachers wanting more field trips. So I made a list. And as soon as the government decides to open again, we will get everybody rescheduled and get them on the books. So I would anticipate spring possibly, especially with the holidays and stuff coming up, whether we open or not. I think it'll be kind of tight knit with everybody. So, and then I know squadron adoption stuff is going great. I've been seeing a lot of traffic happening on my emails and stuff. And I just reached out to all of our units to kind of give an update of where they're at with their schools and what's going on in their schools. And I've gotten one back so far. So if we have any updates with that, I'll bring that next time. But as far as I know, that's kind of what's happening, but I'm glad to be here. So thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Next, we have Mr. Knauer, who's going to give us an update on our CMS Foundation grants. Thanks for being here, Scott.
Hi, good evening, and thank you for just a couple of minutes to update on what the foundation has been up to. For those who are unfamiliar with our education initiative grants, they're basically awarded to help provide and boost, fund and boost these great ideas that Clovis school employees have. To fund a handful of projects each year that go the extra mile to kind of engage students and help facilitate some of those fantastic ideas. Last year, we had 15 applications. This year, we're up to 21. Technically 22. We had one team withdrawal because I think they found an alternative funding source for their project, which is great. So I want to thank all of the school principals for helping distribute posters, encouraging their staffs to apply. We also had a lot of repeat applicants this year, which was cool. People who've won grants in the past, they're back for more. Keep those good ideas coming. So we have 9 schools represented in total. We have one all-district project, and then Berry Elementary, Clovis High, I Academy, Lockwood, Marshall 6th Grade Academy, Parkview Elementary, Gaddis Middle School, and Zia. Last year's request totaled about $54,000. This year, we're up almost 40%. And those requests total almost $75,000. So needless to say, our selection committee has their work cut out for them. They are currently reviewing applications, and we're hoping to announce those winners soon, probably within the next week or two. And we're going to be doing a award ceremony here, tentatively scheduled for early November, but I think I need to clarify on dates because the date we initially picked might be Memorial Day, or excuse me, Veterans Day on November 11th. So look for that date coming soon in early November to be held here after school in the evening. And that'll be a great opportunity to celebrate and recognize the specific winners we've selected this year. Finally, I want to give a thanks to Miss Lendra Haley, freshman counselor at CHS. She also serves as our alumni committee chair. She kind of is spearheading a project right now that I don't have a lot to say, just kind of teasing that project out. So hopefully we can come back before the holidays and kind of share what we're up to in terms of engaging alumni. And that'll be another great project to share. So unless there's any questions from the board, thank you for your time and I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to invite our high school representatives up.
All right, good evening, board, Superintendent Rez. It's very nice to see y'all again. My name is Jayla Harris Hinch, and I'm the Student Body Public Relations Officer at Clovis High School Student Council.
Good evening, board members. My name is Ahana Bhakta, and I'm the student body representative for Clovis High School Student Council.
To start, we thank you for this opportunity to allow us to update y'all with the ongoings of our school. The last few weeks have been pretty busy, so it's gonna be okay. Last week, we were blessed the opportunity of going to meet up with our fellow schools from the Southeast District of NMASC. So that's our district meet that we have every year during the fall. Me and Ahana got to lead a workshop guiding fellow leaders from around the state in an activity meant to teach them about breaking out of your comfort zone and being a leader to all. We worked hard on this, and while we were doing that, our fellow student council members learned new skills regarding their leadership.
We also had our Ron Clark house sorting last week on Thursday. It was well organized and with all the elementary students showing their spirit and having fun with them, dancing around while giving us our wristbands.
Alrighty, now on to current or upcoming events. On Thursday, we will be having our annual trunk or treat out at the high school. This is always hosted by student council. We are having our clubs and our activities at the high school. So basketball, National Honor Society, FCCLA, they're all going to come out and host booths and give out candy to the kids in our community. This is a lot of fun and we highly encourage y'all to come out and bring your families. After the trunk or treat, there's also a very big volleyball game happening right next door at the Rock at 6 o'clock. So this is one of the last games of the volleyball season and it's against Hobbs. So your support there would also be greatly appreciated.
This week is also our Spirit Week, with Monday being our Marvel Monday or DC2. Today was Disney Day. Tomorrow will be Pink Out to show our support for breast cancer awareness. Thursday will be the Nightmare Before Christmas, so kids can wear their Nightmare Before Christmas gear or pajamas. And Friday will be Halloween, so kids can wear their Halloween costumes aside from the gore, weapons, and masks, of course. Also, Friday is our last home game and also senior night for the band, cheer, color guard, and football, with the theme being Blackout as a closing for the season. Thank you for your time, and we hope to see you at these events.
Can I ask what houses you're in?
I am Isabindi.
And I'm in Revere.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right, Mr. Pickett, if you'd like to come up, we can recognize our amazing marching band students here.
Superintendent Russ, members of the board, I'm here tonight to bring up Mr. Daniel Perez and band members to share their accomplishments throughout the band season. Also, Ms. Tammy Martin, the choir director, she had a family emergency and she couldn't be here today, but she said she would like to share choir accomplishments in December when they come to sing Christmas carols. So, Mr. Perez.
Good evening, Superintendent Russ, members of the board. We're very, very excited to be here and to share the accomplishments of the Wildcat Band. I brought several of my student leaders today to kind of talk to you about what we've done in the season so far and then what's to come in the coming weeks. Our season's about to wrap up here in about 2 weeks. And so they're going to discuss with you kind of what we've done and what's to come here soon.
Good evening. My name is Haiti. I'm this year's center drum major and I am a senior. I'm here to talk about the band's experience at our first competition of the 2025 season. On September 20th, we traveled down to Las Cruces to compete in the Bands of America New Mexico Regional. We were among the 19 bands to compete, and after the preliminary round, we ended up receiving the awards for Outstanding Music, Outstanding Visuals, General Effect, Class 3A Champion, and also ended up advancing to finals along with 11 other bands. Later that evening, after competing in finals, we ended up taking home overall Outstanding Music, Outstanding Visual, General Effect, and we were named the New Mexico Regional Grand Champion for the first time since 2022. This was our first competition of the year, and it was definitely an emotional one. This is my senior year, and as I mentioned, this is the first time we have won the Las Cruces Regional since 2022, which was my freshman year. I'm not sure if I can speak for every senior in the band, but for me, it definitely felt like a full circle moment. Starting our year like this has definitely set the tone for the rest of the season, and I felt like our season has had a lot more motivation and strive to win since then. We have had a lot of ups and downs this season, but overall, we have stayed positive with our eyes on the prize, and we hope to continue our success as the season wraps up in 2 weeks. Thank you.
Sounds good.
Hello. Hello, my name is Coraline Russ. I'm a junior at Clovis High School, and I am one of the 4 drum majors in the Clovis High School marching band. On October 7th, we went to Green and Silver held at ENMU, where there were 15 bands in attendance. We only had 1 round of performance, and we normally have 2 rounds. We earned Best Music Performance, Best Visual Performance, Best General Effect, and Best in Class 5A. This competition is really nice because it's just down the road. It's very speedy and it gets us back home really quick.
It's a big trophy.
Hello, my name is Ivan Martinez. I'm also a drum major from Clovis High School. On October 11th, we traveled to Midland, Texas, competing at Bands of America. In BOA Midland, there is a prelims and finals. In our prelims performance, we placed high enough to make finals out of 19 bands. In finals, we had a great performance and placed 6 out of several Dallas-Fort Worth bands, also being 1 out of 2 bands competing from outside Texas. The outcome of this competition was not what we strived for, but it pushed the band to rehearse at a higher level as we went to our state competition.
Hello, my name is Alyssa Dial. I'm a senior drum major this year at Clovis High School, and I will be speaking about our experience at our most recent competition. On October 25th, our band went to Rio Rancho to go and compete at the NMAA state competition. There were 17 5A bands that we competed against in prelims. They took 6 bands into finals. The finalists included Visu Cleveland, Rio Rancho, Clovis, Oregon Mountain, La Cueva, and Centennial. We placed 3rd overall with a score of 80.388. Though we were only 0.075 points away from 2nd place. We were extremely happy with this result considering last year we got 4th place with a score of 74.95.
My name is Cooper Knauer. I play the bass clarinet, and I am the bass clarinet and saxophone section leader. I'm going to talk about Zia. And I think it's one of the band's favorite competitions. It is coming up this Saturday on November 1st. We've won this competition 12 years in a row, and we've won it over 20 times in total. We have preliminary rounds and a final round. And for finals, they only take the top 10 bands. And all of my siblings have, for their entire high school career, they've won Zia for the past 12 years, that entire streak. and I hope to continue that and finish it out my senior year as well.
Hello, everybody. My name is Joaquin Sanchez. I am a senior and one of the clarinet section leaders in the Clovis High School Marching Band. For the capstone of our season, we'll be traveling to St. George, Utah to compete in the Bands of America competition there, only 2 weeks away on November 8th. Last year, we did not get the opportunity to travel to this competition due to inclement weather. It was not something that we were happy with at the time, but for this year, it has pushed us forward and it has been something we are striving for and looking forward to. It's guided us throughout our entire year. Our band is pushing to give the best possible performance and represent Clovis High School at the highest level, and we are grateful to be able to do that since it is a greater competition and on a grander scale. So we are excited to get to go and compete there and represent Clovis at the national level. So we are grateful for your support and we can't wait to show you what Clovis is all about.
I'll just follow the leader there. Take a couple.
So as always, thank you so much for your support. We appreciate everything you do for us and for our program. And we will continue to strive for excellence and push these kids to the best of their abilities. As you can see, they're doing an excellent job and I'm very proud of them. As always, very grateful to be in this position. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you guys.
Thank you for your time.
Okay, looks like we're on to employee services. Mrs. Carpenter.
Superintendent Russ, members of the board, I'm just here to present our action report for the month. So I stand for any questions if you have any. Also wanted to let you know that we did have a new teacher tour this last week where we took 42 new teachers out into our very own district where they could see the amazing things going on amongst our own master teachers. We find that new teachers aren't able to always soak in information just from a textbook or having PD come in, professional development come in here. So we decide to take them out so they can see their colleagues at other campuses. And it was a very, very meaningful event. And they want to do it again in the spring. So
That's awesome. Yeah.
Do you have any questions?
I don't. Anybody else have any questions?
I have none. Sounds like a great plan.
Yep. Thank you.
Do we have a leave of absence?
I think you can go ahead and represent Joe and consider it.
Okay, so it looks like we have a leave of absence for 25260004. When we do these leaves of absences, it's because they've already submitted documentation and we have deemed it necessary or appropriate to consider them.
Right. And this is an action item, so.
I would move to approve the leave of absence for number 2526.
Second.
That's a motion by Mrs. Osborne and a second by Mr. Martin. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you. We'll get it taken care of.
Financial matters.
Good evening, Vice President Hamilton, members of the board, and Superintendent Russ. The first item I have this evening is to request approval for the acceptance and use of donated attendance incentives for students valued at $15,000.
I do want to let you guys know that we are not receiving the cash from McDonald's. However,
All cheeseburgers?
it's all cheeseburgers. We have Marina Ashbury, which is our attendance lead, who will work with principals to compile and provide a list of requested incentive items in which McDonald's will then go and purchase and bring back. And it'll be strictly used for our attendance incentives to those schools. And I stand for any questions.
Any questions?
Seems like a great idea and it's a very generous donation.
Yeah. Thank you to McDonald's and
Yes.
Snowburgers.
Yep.
Make a motion to approve.
A second.
That's a motion by Mrs. Egbert and a second by Mrs. Osborne. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
The second item I have for consideration is an approval of a permanent cash transfer. This is going to be between our operational fund and a fund 26107, which pays for the salaries with our Ed Fellows program. And this transfer is necessary to cover some salary expenses that weren't reimbursed due to a reduction in the allocation, which we got after we received, we got the notice after we submitted all the reimbursement, and then we were over that allocation after they reduced it. And so
Gotcha.
operationals covered that as part of, we don't get the cash in hand until after. And so operationals covered it. So we're just still continuing to cover it. And I stand for any questions.
Any questions about that?
No.
Entertain a motion.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
That's a motion by Mrs. Egbert and a second by Mrs. Osborne. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
The final item I have is our first quarter cash report. This report provides a comprehensive summary of our cash balances, revenue activity, and expenditures up to the end of September 30th. And I stand for any questions.
Anybody?
Are they giving us all the money or?
They are,
Getting some?
they are actually, even with the government shutdown, they're approving those reimbursement requests and getting them sent over to us.
Awesome.
That's good.
To know. Thank you.
That's all that I have.
Thank you. Open forum. Ms. Wilkinson, do we have any comment cards?
I do not have any comment cards tonight.
None?
None.
Right on. Okay. Announcements, Mrs. Russ.
Okay, November 4th, our campuses are closed for the general election. Everybody who's eligible, make sure that you go vote.
Yes.
And we will reconvene here on November 18th for our next regular Board of Education meeting at 5:30 p.m. That's it.
That's it. All right. I guess last I need a motion to adjourn.
Everybody look at me.
Had you
Move to adjourn.
A second.
That's a motion by Mr. Martin, second by Mrs. Osborne. All in favor? Aye. We're adjourned. You guys.